Hi, I'm Dave Scott, and I've got a great drill that will really work your core and also your concentration, but probably more importantly, or equally as important, you'll recognize the inherent little tug that you have on the top of your ankle. I like to do kicking drills, and I mentioned before you can do these with fins. This is without fins, and it's backstroke flutter kick. And when you're doing backstroke flutter kick, there's a couple cues that will really help. First off, you've got to put your head way back like you're putting your head on a dense pillow, and then interlace your fingers, and you've got to come up over your head as best you can and squeeze your biceps to your ears so you're nice and streamlined. Simultaneously push your pelvis up. Now the real key on backstroke flutter kick is that you don't have too much flexion in your knees. So you've got to keep your knees under the water, and it's a really straight-legged kick. It's not perfectly straight leg, but about 15 to 25 degrees depending on your ankle mobility. The reason I like this for triathletes is that you'll be aware of the pressure on the top of your foot. So when you flip yourself over during freestyle, there's a great trade-off and a great learning curve in doing this. So make the water boil, keep your legs straight, knees underwater, pelvis up nice and high, head way back, arms nice and streamlined. Take a look at this ATV video, and this will really help you get started on this backstroke flutter. Try to put this into your program in every single workout. And you may try to link the back flutter and then link the freestyle and see if you can do 4 to 6 of these. Macy, we're going to do backstroke flutter kick, and a lot of athletes, when they start off doing back flutter, their orientation is off a little bit. We've got you tethered in the ATV with a light flow, so you're going downstream on this. And just a couple cues for someone else who's doing this, because I know you do this very well. Head goes way back, hands are interlaced and streamlined over your head, and you kind of want to push your pelvis up to the surface so you clear off that water table off your stomach, and make sure your legs are pretty straight. And lastly, toes are kind of turned in. So it's a much stiffer leg kick than a lot of people think. And I get people in the water that do this, and they'll ride a bicycle and they sink down to the bottom. So the tether allows you to keep your hips up nice and high. So even for a beginner, this is a great little exercise. Okay. So go ahead and try it, back flutter kick. All right. And good. So you're like an arrow in the water. That's a perfect body position. You're making that water boil on the back end. Your toes are kind of turned in. I wish everyone could do it just like that. Now, I don't want to rub your back too hard on that compliments, because I'm kind of rough on you.
The harness is definitely helping.
Yeah, and the harness, as you start bringing up your leg speed, it lifts your hips up a little bit higher. Again, so people that say, oh, I sink, I sink, I sink. This backstroke flutter kick teaches your legs how to work in synchrony, and also obviously keeps your hips high.
Yeah.